Hello everyone, my name is The Clever Fool. Today I'll be playing the third episode, or rather another episode of The Three Kingdoms, Cao Cao's Ambition, a cool scenario featuring the Chinese during the Romance of the Three Kingdoms era, created by Filthydelphia. Now, I'm going to go ahead and skip this introduction because we have already done it for Cao Cao's episode. So you can go back to that one if you want to see all the intro stuff. But for this mission, we are going to be playing as Yuan Shao. He has a northern style, so he gets to train, I believe, Keshiks and Cavalry Archers. His special bonus is that his cavalry have +5 attack. He is loved by Liu Biao, which is teal, and hated by his younger brother Yuan Shu, which is yellow. Oops. And his special objective is to defeat the Xianbei Barbarians. We're going to go ahead and pick him. Now, the reason why I knew all that before, without needing to look at the objective screen, is because I actually did play this episode featuring Yuan Shao specifically already. Now, the problem was my microphone was peaking a lot during that playthrough, and it happened often enough that it bothered me enough about the quality of the video for me to not publish it. I would say that I'm a pretty casual content creator. I usually just do a live commentary all in one take and then put it up on YouTube so that if anyone happens to see it, it might benefit them a little bit. And it doesn't really bother me too much if the sound balancing or editing is not completely there, but I do want the videos to be an enjoyable experience for my viewers. And when I was watching back the clip, it just did not seem enjoyable to have to deal with like the noise quality issues that I was seeing. So I've changed up the settings a little bit. Hopefully this doesn't show up in any of the other recordings as well. And I'm going to redo this episode. Okay, so unfortunately, I'm going to lose my scout cavalry right away by the looks of things. But my hero at least will be able to scout around. Let's put our first few villagers on herdables here. And see if we can find more herdables to bring back to our camp. We have 5 villagers on food and 1 on wood. Now that we have our 6th villager on wood or on food, we can start sending our next villagers to wood here. What is this scouting pathfinding? Okay. So fortunately, this is actually one of the easier levels, easier custom levels, that is. It's not too hard to win this scenario if you move quickly. I think the hardest time that I'll be having with this scenario would be on the yellow turbans selection, where we start with a monk and nothing else. We're kind of aligned against every single faction. That might turn out to be a challenge. But otherwise, if you start as one of the actual factions themselves, so long as you do a decent boom, you should be relatively safe. Only one opponent will turn on you early. In our case, it's going to be yellow that will turn on us early. And even so, it's not a horrible experience. You should be able to boom up pretty safely and start achieving your objectives before getting raided too much. Now, in this case, as Yuan Shao, you might actually get raided by orange a few times, but it still shouldn't be too much of a problem. Just diving your villagers under the TC should keep them nice and safe for a majority of the mission. Now that I have 7 on wood, I'm going to put the next few on food here. South of us is Cao Cao. We need to make sure that he does not feature among the 3 warlords. So I have yet to actually find out what happens if you allow one of the opponents to complete their objectives, because I've not allowed any of my opponents to complete their objectives. And I don't plan on deliberately throwing to do so. I think at some point we will find out. Probably in our Yellow Turban playthrough we will find out. But yeah, it is the most interesting aspect about this custom scenario is that you actually do have to kind of plan your diplomacy game a little bit. And choosing the right time to betray opponents is a pretty cool feature. So we got some gold in the northeast here. Let's build a mining camp. And keep training villagers. Grab a blacksmith that we'll need for text later. Get some bills on gold. Grab food at this set of berries down south here. Pick up a mill. Some treasure ships did not return from a voyage to Annam. If the wrecks are found, your men can recover the valuable cargoes, my lord. So I actually know where those treasure fleets are. They are somewhere near Yuan Shu. And I do want to go pick that up at some point, so I will send my warlord over there. Let's keep bills pumping out. And once I build this mill, I'll be able to research the farming upgrade that we need. The priority here is still creating more villagers. And at some point I also want to get to the next age as well. So we'll need more villagers on food. My plan is to start with Keshiks, because Keshiks are one of the specialties of the northern style, and we get extra cavalry attack. So I want to utilize that where I can as well. And we will need to keep an eye on purple here, Kongrong, because he tries to get gold from trade. So once we have a good number of villagers, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start advancing to the next age. You can get a few on stone as well, would be nice. I know the treasure fleet is nearby here. Now, our advisor here is talking about rhinoceros or something like that. I've actually never fulfilled that objective, as we find the shipwreck. I've actually never fulfilled that objective. And I believe you do need to hunt it with a villager. Killing it with a military unit is not good enough. Rhinoceros can be found on the eastern portion of the map. Okay, that shipment gave us a lot of gold. So now what I'm going to do is actually build a couple archery ranges. Get a few more villagers on wood here. And then save the rest of the food for the next age. Yellow will be the first to turn on us. You know, the water buffalo scout around a little bit. Oh no, it's a tiger. Whatever am I gonna do? And we'll create some cavalry archers in defense here while we try to gather the resources to get to the next age. We have tons of gold. We're just short food. And just like that, Yellow has already betrayed us. You could never bear to see me rise above you, brother. I am destined to be the Emperor. If you will not join me, I will make the so-called Dragon of Yuan bow before the Emperor Yuan. So, this guy's got a very high opinion of himself. I will idle my TC for just a little while here. Okay, so to pause, at the 18-minute mark-ish, what will happen is that a bunch of alliances will shift. So what's happening right now is that a bunch of alliances among these factions are being formed. And what's going on is Green and Yellow have joined forces against Teal. Remember, Teal is one of our staunch allies. He'll be one of the last people that we betray. Cao Cao, which is Gray. Gray hates Purple. So Gray and Green have united against Purple. Unfortunately, Purple is one of the weaker factions, I believe, and Cao Cao is one of the stronger factions. And as time goes on, additional political moves will be made, and it'll get super complicated. For example, Yuan Shu is not actually. Oh, I should have been training fishing ships. What am I doing? Yuan Shu is not actually at war with Purple, I believe, even though Green is, and they are allies. So there's that to consider. We're house. That's okay. Fortunately, we're on our way to the Castle Age, so this isn't a huge deal. We might actually lose our hero unit here, unfortunately. No, let's try to retreat back to our cavalry archers. We're low on wood. I actually think we are going to lose Yuan Shao, unfortunately, because we lack husbandry here. Oh, he might get body blocked? No. Fortunately for us, losing our hero is not a huge deal. Unfortunately for us, we lost our hero, which sort of sucks. Gonna send some villagers down south to build a castle there. That castle positioning will actually protect us pretty reasonably against our opponents. Train some more Keshiks. Get more fishing ships out. Get more cavalry archers out. there's no major rush to get stuff done. You have plenty of time to get nice and situated. And the population limit is only 100 anyway. So it's not really like you can even do much, even if you wanted to. I will stop training villagers at around 50-ish and start focusing on getting enough techs. For booming to Imperial here. We'll have to start picking up some relics here and pick up our bow saw upgrade as well. We have additional eco upgrades to get. Because our population limit is actually so low, we want to make sure that we are efficient with our population. Now that's Lubu turning against us here. Green and yellow get along really well, so it's not super surprising that green does not get along with us. Okay, so now we've got more alliances shifting. I'll pause real quick. What's going on is purple is allying with teal and turning into yellow. That's very good for us. And teal is also fighting against gray, which is Cao Cao. So basically, me, purple, and teal are kind of aligned against gray, green, and orange, or gray, green, and yellow for the time being. That's pretty much what the political landscape is looking at right now. It sounds super complicated and hard to understand, and it kind of is at first. But once you play the level a little bit and go for replay factor, the replay factor, it's actually fairly straightforward. What you need to do strategically in order to come out on top. The Keshiks are fortunately generating gold for us, which is nice. And we can start thinking about saving food for the next age, for the Imperial Age. And once we get to the Imperial Age, that's where stuff starts getting fun. Let's grab this relic. We're fortunately fairly uncontested on the water here as well. That's a little bit more than we can deal with for the time being, so we'll run them over to our castle. I'm going to scout over towards purple as well. Oh man, that's really bad timing on our monk. Let's just keep him tucked away here for now, for safety. And I'm going to save the food now for Imperial. So this is actually pretty funny. Yellow, despite hating me, seems to hate the barbarians more, which is pretty funny. Alright, let's start moving towards the Imperial Age. I'm building a castle in Kongrong's base. Now what that castle will do is that it will allow us to effectively betray him. Because once we betray him, his units will kind of be stuck on that peninsula. Whereas ours will kind of be free to roam around. We have plenty of wood choppers. We have lots of wood. I'm actually going to try to shift over to find additional gold or other resources. Got some water buffalo here, which is nice. Okay, so Ma Teng is willing to join us. All we have to do is send some forces to the west. And I don't know exactly where in the mountains he is, but he's somewhere in the western mountains. Okay, we've reached the Imperial Age. Now it's time for us to get all of our upgrades to truly begin dominating here. Low on food. Low even on gold as well, actually. Still have tons of wood, which is good. Wood is good. And I believe the mountain zone, like the mountain troops, are like somewhere over here. I'm going to look around just a tiny bit. And start shifting further to the left here. Our secondary objective, or our second primary objective, rather, is to defeat Orange. So we're just going to go ahead and do that first. Okay, Lubu has gotten 2 out of his 4 castles. Is that concerning? Yes, but we are in the process of getting there. I'm not super worried. We can always kill green and then kill Cao Cao after green. Technically, they're both aligned against us. We're not against Cao Cao yet, so we are relatively neutral. Okay, let's pick up Heavy Cavalry Archer. Let's grab Town Patrol, because why not? And we'll save for Elite Keshik next. We've almost hit our pop cap here, actually. The White Horse General has appeared. And we only need to meet with him northwest to gain access to his forces. I believe we've already explored the area where he spawns. There he is. We've passed our pop cap. So we don't actually even have too much left to do here. Lubu still only got the 2 castles. And we're almost done clearing out the barbarians here, actually. Let's build a castle in Cao Cao's base. Kongrong's our ally for now, but unfortunately he's halfway to his goal as well, so we might need to shut him down soonish here. That's the barbarians resigning, so we have completed our goal on that front. Where is the extra force? Where's the Western force that's promised to help us? I don't know where they are. Maybe someone else recruited them already or something. Not exactly sure what's going on there. There we go. Oh, Matang's here. Okay, nice. So now let's meet up here. I've exited my trebs. So we will kill, I think we'll kill Cao Cao first, then we'll do Lubu right after Cao Cao, and that should be fine. There should be no more additional problems. Okay, I know Komro's close to his goal. Let's do Cao Cao first. And rotate our trebs here. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to betray Komro too. I don't feel like I need any of these allies, really. But my castle will be able to clean up his trade units now. And this is where stuff is going to start heating up. Didn't really need those fishing ships anymore anyway. I'm actually going to delete my dock so that he can't keep trading with me. Castle up there is actually not doing so hot. We should try to kill Cao Cao quickly. I think Cao Cao's going to go down soon. His TC's finished. And his military buildings are soon to be finished. I'm going to start rotating these trebuchets up north. Liu Biao is teal. He's got 2 of the relics. That's not a problem. He will probably have some trouble finding the remaining relics. Once we get rid of this barracks, we should be able to get Cao Cao finished off once and for all. Let's fix up that castle. Okay, and now Yellow has begun construction of his palace. Now that isn't a huge problem. He will not finish that palace before we destroy him. I'm most worried about Lubu now, actually. We need to find one of his castles and knock it down. I think there is a castle near here. So I'm going to rotate my army over. Yeah, there's a castle right there. And start taking it down. And start substituting my Keshiks out for heroes. The heroes are super beefy. They have lots and lots of attack. They get the +5 bonus too. And they don't actually do too poorly against anti-cavalry measures.
什么？准备就绪，正确。好，建筑工。
Oh man, all those villagers just died at the same time. Okay, Lubu's well and truly crippled now, so I'm going to go up north and kill off purple real quick. While we're killing off purple, I'm actually going to take this time to finish green off and start moving towards yellow as well. If I do check that teal picked up the third relic, I'm going to enemy him as well. Otherwise, I'm going to leave him well enough alone.
喂，什么命？ 正确。好，遵命。
I think I'm going to build up in Teal's area here as well. Like a forward castle right there. Purple should give up once we destroy his archery range. Oops, I'm getting a couple of frame skips here.
准备就绪。 准
Nice. Purple has resigned. Now all we need to do is turn our attention southwards. Let's turn around and finish off green.
合同命令。建筑工，
Pick up more stone.
合主题进攻。
Well, let's not throw our hero away for no reason now. Those things don't grow on trees. They're 300 food and 300 gold a pop. That's pretty expensive, if I do say so myself.
合同命令。
合主题好，作战，准备继续。
Yeah, and Liu Biao hasn't picked up his third relic yet. So we've got plenty of time. Once we kill green, the remaining two will actually turn on us as well. So we should keep that in mind. I'm actually gonna start going for teal or going for yellow here, because I don't have vision on how much his wonder has progressed. Yellow's got a lot going on here, actually. Tons of halberdiers, too. Still no sign of where the wonder is. Perhaps it's further south. I'm gonna keep exploring with this force of cavalry archers. This is just a market, it's not anything special. Where's the wonder? I guess we can bust down the TC next.
喂，
遵命。建筑工。 准备就绪，建筑工。
Once we kill this town center, all of their villagers should die, actually. If they still have villagers running around, that means we didn't destroy all their TCs. That's Yuan Shu himself. Wonder is still somewhere. Well, we just found a monk. Okay, that's cool. Here's the wonder. There's a castle nearby. Let's start taking out the castle. And clearing out these towers too.
为正确。
什么？准备就绪。建筑。
Oh, we have so many trebs here. I was wondering why we were short on trebs. Doesn't seem like heroes are affected by any upgrades, unless... No, they are affected by upgrades. Yellow just didn't make any upgrades? Cavalry upgrades, I guess? Okay. So that's actually green resigning. Yellow has not resigned yet, but yellow should follow soon. Once these last few military production buildings are gone. Okay, so now teal and yellow are both aligned against me, but our only real enemy remaining is teal. And he still hasn't found his relics. That castle should keep us tided over until we can reinforce. And Yuan Shu didn't... He straight up just got defeated. He didn't resign. Executing your minister is not going to achieve much. And now we can start rotating our whole army this way. We have a few trebs that we can use as well. Teal uses monks too, right? So we'll pick up faith. We have the resources. Our pop's actually dropping pretty quickly.
放弓
什么？建筑
Let's build a few ranges out here maybe, so that we can reinforce a little bit faster.
合种兵力平，准备就绪。什么？听好。合种兵平作战。什么？好。
We have so many heroes on the field actually. Heroes are very population efficient, so I'm glad that I have them. They also can't be converted because they're heroes. I'm sorry I had to end this way, Liu Biao. I knew we were homies, but once you run out of enemies to fight, return to your friends.
命，准备就绪，矿工。
准备就绪，作战。何种兵力平？是。什么群？什么？准备就绪。 何种兵力？进什么？
I think Liu Biao has he has Yasama or something on his towers, or arrow slits maybe. They're firing a lot of arrows. That scout's gonna take care of all of our trebs if we aren't careful. And we've denied one relic, and I think Teal's actually out of steam here soon. There you go. And I really hope the sound quality was better this time. Definitely having to do the exact same thing as second time did make the commentary feel a little bit more forced. But we did the job in the end. The first recording I did the exact same strategy. Nice, and there we have it. Okay. Cool. So these are where the rhinoceroses are. If you want to fulfill that objective, which I have yet to try to fulfill yet. And yeah, there's plenty of resources on the map, and you're not under any real threat at any point, really. So it's a very fun one. I really like this mission set. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. That was Cao Cao's 3 Ambitions, played as Yuan Shao. So we got our dub. My name's been The Clever Fool. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.